Alright, hello everybody. Hope you're enjoying the marathon so far. I'm GarfieldTheLightning. I'm going to be running the seeded category of cassette beasts. So, first of all, we've got to get the seed, so I'm going to paste that in there. Hold on a sec. There we go. And yeah, let's get started. So, Cassette Beasts is an adventure, monster collecting RPG kind of game. And the seeded category, the seed affects quite a lot of things. Chest content, boss RNG, some moves have special attributes that are important for the run. Yeah, we'll get more into that as we go.
Hey.
Gotta pick our starter.
Yeah.
Gonna pick Can Devil. There's a few reasons why you pick Can Devil. First of all, the smack animation is faster by about half a second, but there's more important reasons that I'll get into when they come up. The tutorial fight's just gonna be mashing the attack button.
I'm Kaylee.
But yeah, I routed this seed. I finished routing it yesterday, so this marathon came around at a pretty good time to show off the route. Cassette Beasts updates. Sometimes they mean that you have to search for a new seed because of the way it shuffles moves around and things. I had to go through about 500 million seeds before I found this one. There is a seed finder tool made by Corvame, which helps a lot. But yeah, the requirements really are that strict to be able to go fast in this game. You can there's also the random category where you don't pick a seed and you have more consistent strats.
Hey. Well.
But if you're trying to go as fast as possible, get out of the way, Kaylee. If you want to go as fast as possible, you've got to get Kaylee out of the way so you can actually unlock the door. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're still going through tutorials here. This is going to teach us about AP. That's the little squares in the top left. You start with 2 AP and you gain 2 every turn. So it's like a system where you can't use your most powerful moves straight away. You have to wait for your AP to build up. But there are ways around that. We will get into all that.
Yeah.
Just gonna press this button. We'll officially get Kaylee as our partner. Alright, so that going on that lift is a bit weird because on 30 FPS, which I have set up for reasons, you kind of get a bit stuck on it. This thing is going to chase me. It might. Okay, I ran out of stamina, so I have to try and go around it. I do not want to fight this thing. No optionals, please. I keep running out of stamina because I'm too scared.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to teach us about recording. You record the data of these beasts, and you can use them. You transform into monsters whose data you've collected. So you don't really catch them as such. You'll see when I record this thing, it's still going to be there, but I'm going to have the data for it in one of my cassettes. So now I have Dominos. I will use Dawn Moss a little bit. Oh, this is pretty rare. Doesn't often like back out and do the transition like that. But yeah, now I have to take it out. And this will also, let me just unequip Zephyr. I'm going to need that on my Sirenade later. But yeah, this is also going to give me the glide ability. When you record some monsters, you get certain abilities that you can use in the overworld. Like this. I'm a little scared of the snake. Okay, I can go around the back of it, it's fine. Here's one of these stations. We'll be getting familiar with these throughout the run.
Huh?
We're about to meet a very different kind of monster. This is an Archangel. Morgante here has just lost a battle with that triangle man we saw flying away earlier.
No. Oh no.
So I'm going to I'm going to like flee and intentionally flee and fail, because that's a pretty fast way to spend a turn. I have to do 19 damage to this boss, but at the moment I can only do 1 damage per attack. And that changes right now. So when you're fused, your attacks will do 5 damage to Morgante, and the spit sticker we have on Kaylee's Sirenade, which is another attribute of the seed. It has a 70-something% chance to trigger an additional smack afterwards. So that's basically 10 damage in a turn where I would normally do 5. So that's helpful for this fight, and it's very helpful for future fights for other reasons.
Enough. Very well.
So Morgante is going to come along with us. Like, we kind of beat her, but she's going to like her essence is going to come along with us, and we're going to be meeting more Archangels to piece together where we need to go to get home. Because we've kind of been isekai'd here, we're in another world. So I need to not go here. Peel this and put Zephyr here. And then I'm going to recycle this here. Don't ask me how I can recycle grapes for wheat, but it's very handy. Oops.
Bonjour, I am Clémence. Au revoir.
I bought, I needed to recycle that upgrade to get enough wheat to buy Pathenzilly there, which will refill my fusion gauge. Because I will want to use fusion again in an upcoming fight.
Hey, the name's Eugene.
Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to make this. Okay, I did. I'm going to go and open this chest as well. I opened another chest earlier that had custom starter. This also has custom starter. Custom starter is a very, very powerful sticker. I'll talk more about it a bit later. For now, I'm going to try and do a little skip here. You can do a cutscene skip if I can get this right. That might not be far enough, but we'll try it. If you use Morgante's song, you can like squeeze yourself past various triggers, but I wasn't far enough, yeah. I didn't think so, but I thought that if I paused and repaused, it would just go into the trigger anyway. So yeah, if you do the skip correctly, you can avoid this cutscene altogether. But using Morgante's song like that has more applications throughout the run that are much more impactful than skipping a cutscene here and there. I'm going to go in here to set my... This will mean I can walk back here later, which will be handy. I'm going to use this rock. When you hold things like boulders and stuff, they mess with your like collision in certain ways. So I can kind of stick to walls that I wouldn't otherwise be able to.
Hey.
And we're going to meet another companion here. Kaylee is very slow. Yeah, this is Felix. I'm going to talk to him because he's got a very, very special, very special cassette with a very helpful ability. I'll be able to recruit him in a little bit. I'm going to come over here to record one of these guys. I'm going to record a Bulletino. Just like with Dominos, the Bulletino gives us an ability out in the overworld. And yeah, Zephyr, which we unequipped from Dominos and put on Sirenade, will deplete all of Bulletino's HP, so it is very easy to record. And now we have Bulletino Dash. So yeah, we can go pretty fast now. I'm gonna use this rock again to get over here, get another custom starter. That's all the custom starter I'm gonna need for now. Oh, I need some menu as well. Let's do that. I'm gonna put custom starter on this and swap these two. Put this in the bottom. Put another custom starter here. And then we're going to use my Perfuzilli. And then recycle this, and recycle this. We'll use the pulp to buy some things later on. Oh, and also change my FPS to 60 because, oops. I wanted it at 30 for the Morgante's song skip, but putting it at 60 means that some areas load a bit faster. Like sometimes there's some like, where are you going? Some transition screens that kind of halt your progress a bit on 30 FPS. To go around there because you can see there's people all around. They will fight you if a lot of them will fight you if they see you, which I don't really want to do. So yeah, let me just head on back over here. I'm gonna, trigger this station. Please talk to this guy to activate the warp system. So now I'll be able to warp various places. Now we're going to head on down here. And yeah, we'll do another fight. This is the fight I wanted my full fusion meter for. This is another reason why I picked Candevil. Raise Arms raises my ranged attack. Very helpful. And I also have an ability called Sugar Rush, which means that if I take... if I'm damaged, the more damaged I am, the faster I am. So I was outsped there, but I'm going to outspeed it now because I'm damaged. I was damaged. And this makes for a very quick fight. Sonic Boom often does not KO these guys, but I get double crit with this seed, so very handy.
Thank you.
Right, so now I'm going to get these custom starters off. And put you here, put a custom starter on there, put a custom starter on there. Let's swap these two because I don't want them taking more damage. And I need to spread the Skelly Jelly I just got from beating that guy on these pumpkins, and then I'll be able to record one of these too. This is for yet another ability.
Recording.
This won't be guaranteed to work, but it'll be a pretty good chance with the chrome tapes that I got from some of those custom starter chests. Now I can climb with the vine ball. Yeah, I guess I will warp. Hopefully I have enough pulp. If not, I'll just have to like recycle something else. If you don't fail to flee there, you can like access West Harbour Town from the other side, but I can also just do this from this side. Yeah, like I say, I might not have enough pulp after that. I'm not sure. We will have to see. Yeah, I won't quite have enough. Let me recycle this too then. Not going to need that, because I also want double slice. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to Felix now so that he will join me for real. And we'll get a very special sticker. We're gonna get Brush Room. So I'm gonna put Glass Camouflage in there, another custom starter on Paint Swipe. I haven't really explained custom starter yet. But yeah, where's my cursor? There we are. When I get... When I can empty my mind a little bit of all this other stuff I'm trying to do, I will explain custom starter a bit more. Yeah, basically means that you can use some your moves for free on turn 0, but the catch is that cheaper moves are like, if a move has 0 AP, it's guaranteed for custom starter to trigger. More expensive and therefore more powerful moves are not so much guaranteed. You have like the chance decreases by like 9% per extra AP it costs. So like I have custom starter on Sonic Boom right now, so that would be Sonic Boom has 3 AP, so it would be like a 73% chance for that to trigger. But because boss RNG is set in these seeds, we know exactly what's going to happen. This guy has... You want to hit hit the big guy for this. And this is like the and this is the big combo that makes these fights so fast. You have like various type interactions, and Brushroom can apply glass coating to the enemies. What that basically means is that if an enemy is glass and is hit by 3 air attacks, it dies. It applies a stack of resonance per air attack, and then they just die. It's very fast. Sirenade is an air beast, so it's easy to get air attacks off from Sirenade. Alright, let's walk back over here. Off to the next Archangel. Oh, that's a bootleg. Shiny things in there. Those are called bootlegs, and I mean, they're pretty rare. But I'm not going to be fighting any. Oh, I need to change this to 30 FPS. That'll make these skips much easier. I might as well save while I'm here. Okay, I just need to get. That might. Yeah, I think that was not quite enough. Alright, there we go, that should be fine. Normally you can't get in here unless you have Kaylee as your partner, and you have to be level 15, but you can just like use Morgante's song there to skip that. Oh, he saw me. No, how did he see me from there? Okay, that's really bad. I might just be able to KO him anyway. It's going to be a bit of time loss. Yeah, I was maybe a little bit eager there to pass this guy. Yeah, he gets another guy. I think it might be better for me to just flee and go back to Harbour Town. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'll try and not be so hasty this time. But I really thought I'd be able to pass. I was in range of passing him. Man, just pausing like slightly before this guy. You kind of want to overlap him a bit before you use the song. Alright, let's try that again. This time I'll wait till I'm absolutely sure. Alright. Yeah, I tried to do another song skip there, but I didn't press pause. I pressed pause a little bit too late. So we get the cutscene. We do get the Serpent God Awaits Us baby though, so there's that.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because you're supposed to be here with Kaylee.
Sorry.
You get like lines from her, even though I have Felix with me at the moment.
Wait.
So this is the story of this place is that it's like a Dorian's like a cult leader who's been worshipping this serpent god, and but upon meeting it is just not been interested in him. So yeah, sorry Dorian. Yeah, just like the last fight, we have all the custom starters going off. Paint Swipe transferred the glass camouflage over to Morningstar. And then I hit it with 3 air attacks from Sirenade.
Dorian! Sorry.
Right, now I have to swap these two, Sonic Boom and Zephyr, because Sonic Boom will not trigger if I try and use Custom Starter with that on the next fight. Okay, that should work. This is another important skip with Morgante's song. You normally have to like go inside this place and it's kind of an Alice in Wonderland style thing, so you kind of go small and go big and things like that. But if you use the song like when you're slightly in the door, you can just use the climb ability to get to the trigger into the Alice boss fight. But yeah, like I say, this is where if I had Sonic Boom on Custom Starter, it would not trigger because Custom Starter only has a 63% chance to trigger with Custom Starter, but with Zephyr, which is a cheaper attack, it has a 72% chance, and with this RNG, it will always work out like that.
Oh.
On to the next one. There's one more Archangel we need to take down. The more Archangels we beat, we like fill out Morgante's song a bit, and that's supposed to like give you hints as to where the location that the final dungeon is going to be. Oh, and there's another potential partner. Hi, Barkley. But yeah, you only need 4 before that area will appear, and because we're using Set Seed, we know exactly where the mirror is going to be and what we have to do to unlock it. Ah! This guy moved. Alright, we might be going slightly overestimate with the extra encounters, and especially the fight in Morningtown, but it won't be by much, hopefully. On 30 FPS, you can just go into the vine wall here, and it will take you right to the top.
Oh.
Oops. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very lucky that on this seed, all these fights work out so well. It's pretty rare for one seed to have so many custom starter stickers in chest to begin with. Other strategies you'd have is like you'd have like one or two, well, two custom starters, and then you'd have like another sticker that would just like a priority sticker, so you could move on the next turn before the Archangels do. But 3 custom starters works just as well, except for one fight that is coming up at the end.
Oh.
Alright, so party, we're gonna... Oops. We're gonna go to here, we're gonna put double slice on this, we're gonna swap these two. And then we're gonna... What was I doing? Right, I need to swap these guys.
Bonjour.
Buy 2 canned ice
Au
lattes.
revoir.
Did I swap them? I did, right? Yeah. Talk to Kaylee.
Right.
I'm gonna need her with me for the end of the game.
Hey, sorry.
Hey.
The reason I'm gonna need Kaylee with me for the end of the game is that
Please don't come. Really, I mean it.
my allies won't come with me into the final area unless I have a relationship level with them. I got 1 heart with Kaylee right at the start after the fusion, but I don't have any relationship with Felix. So I'm gonna need Kaylee for that. But yeah, now the Aleph is the bad guy. He's kind of put me in a dead world here. He did not appreciate all the Archangel beating up I've been doing.
Hey, sugar.
But we meet a friendly face.
You're mighty lucky. Well.
These Archangels have some history with each other. The one we met at the start, Morgante, Aleph, this lady, Ms. Amber. If you want to learn more, you should play the game. But luckily, Ms. Amber is sympathetic to our plight, and she will
Take.
let us go back.
Oh.
Right.
Alright, so I'm gonna swap the brush room back on there, warp over here. So we're gonna, this is where the mirror is for the final location. You just have to stand on this altar and spin around. Whoop, didn't we do that? There we go.
Oh.
As with most of these stations, there's like a whole big thing that you can do, you're supposed to do, but instead you can just like vine pull your way past.
Oh. What?
So yeah, Alex has been recruiting the Archangels here,
Back in action. Hey. Well.
and he wants to basically,
Fine.
he's the incarnation of conquest, so he wants to travel to other worlds and basically just, you know, conquer them, which is, doesn't sound great considering that, you know, we're trying to get home. We don't really want him to do a lot of conquering. So I put double slice on. Double slice is an ability that's costs 4 AP, which means it's slightly less likely to activate than Sonic Boom, which is important for the next fight.
Right.
Because the next fight, you actually can't win on turn 0. So that puts a little bit of a spanner in what we've been doing throughout the run.
Perhaps.
But we can get around it. So what we're doing instead is, because double slice is 4 AP, that means it will not trigger. Which is good because it means that we can leave Aleph Null at 2 resonance instead of 3 on turn 0. So we bring him to the brink of being defeated, but not quite. Oops. And then we can just Sonic Boom and Paint Swipe to hit him with one more air attack. So that's this phase out of the way.
Typical.
And we get our old friend Morgante, who we've been using her songs to various effects, and she's going to help us out again right at the end of the game.
What?
Why?
Right.
And this is what I bought the canned iced lattes for not too long ago. You got to get to max AP on this fight before you can use your game-ending attack, and you can gain AP just by using the canned ice lattes. It's very funny how he just randomly uses double slice and spit, the two moves that I have on custom starter on Tyranny. He can use he uses any move in the game, and he picks those two for the final fight. But yeah, we're almost at the end now.
Farewell. Sorry. Huh? Hey. Well, relax. Brilliant.
So we get Mozambique taking us home at the end.
Well, what?
And there it is. Yep, GG.
The future has always been ours for the taking.
Hope you enjoyed that run. There's plenty more in this game that I didn't show off. There's more Archangels that you can fight. There's a whole Ranger Captain thing where you battle against... They're kind of like the gym leaders from Pokemon. Other plot lines and stuff. So if you liked what you saw here, check out Cassette Beasts. And yeah, keep enjoying the marathon, everybody. I don't know what's next, but hopefully this marathon can keep going for until the end. Yeah, feel free to cut me off whenever, and on to the next run.